Hi guys, my name is Rimani Queen Ramabulana. Today I reflect on the grade R weather lesson that I presented. The topic of my lesson was weather. The lesson aimed to help learners identify different types of weather, describe weather conditions, and choose appropriate clothing type of weather. The lesson encouraged observation, communication, and active participation. The lesson was presented to grade R learners. The main objective was for learners to recognize and name different weather conditions, including sunny, rainy, cloudy, and windy weather. Learners were also expected to match suitable clothing to each type of weather and describe the weather using simple sentences. The lesson promoted knowledge, understanding, and application according to Bloom's taxonomy. In my introduction, I welcomed the learners and greeted them warmly. We sang a weather song to capture their attention and create an enjoyable learning environment. I asked learners questions such as, "What does the weather look like today?" and allowed them to share their ideas. I showed pictures of different weather conditions to activate their prior knowledge. During the main activity, I explained the different types of weather using colorful pictures and PowerPoint presentation. Learners identify sunny, rainy, cloudy, and windy weather. They matched weather pictures with suitable clothing and discussed what people do during different weather conditions. Learners participated by answering questions, observing pictures, and sharing their experience. In conclusion of my lesson, I asked learners to identify different weather pictures once more and explain which clothes they would wear. We revised the weather vocabulary together, and I praised the learners for participating well. I assessed their understanding through oral questioning. The ICT tool that I used was Microsoft PowerPoint. The PowerPoint presentation displayed colorful pictures of different weather conditions and appropriate clothing. ICT made the lesson more interesting because learners could clearly see the images, which improved their understanding and maintained their attention throughout the lesson. Technology supported visual learning and encouraged learner participation. The lesson falls under the argumentation level of the SAMR model. Technology replaced traditional pictures charts while improving the learning experience through colorful visuals, animations, and better presentation. Learners were more engaged than they would have been with printed pictures alone. The use of PowerPoint enhanced understanding without changing the lesson objective. As a teacher, I introduced the lesson, explained the different weather conditions, asked questions, demonstrated activities, guided discussions, encouraged participation, and assessed learners' understanding. The learners listened actively, answered questions, observed pictures, matching clothing to the weather conditions, participated in the discussions, and completed the learning activities. The lesson was successful because learners actively participated and showed excitement throughout the activities. Most learners correctly identified different weather conditions and matched appropriate clothing. The use of ICT songs and colorful visuals increased the learners' motivation. If I were to teach the lesson again, I would include an outdoor weather observation activity and provide more opportunities for the learners to work in groups. In terms of inclusive teaching, different learning abilities were accommodated by using visual aids, repetition, questioning, and individual support. Learners who needed extra assistance received guidance, while learners who completed activities quickly were given additional questions to extend their learning. This ensured that every learner participated according to their ability. In my conclusion, the lesson achieved its objective because learners were able to identify different weather conditions and understand suitable clothing for each type of weather. The lesson was interactive, enjoyable, and learner-centered. Reflecting on this lesson has helped me recognize the importance of planning, engaging activities, integrating technology effectively, and supporting all learners through inclusive teaching practices. Thank you.